Hello everyone. Warning, warning, warning. I just recorded a video which will follow this video, but I'm asking you not to visually look at it, just listen to it because it is jumpy, and that is a result of my phone trying to autofocus. So the whole video is like a in and out, in a real quick in and out, shaky kind of thing, and I don't feel like re-recording it. But so this is a warning to not um, watch it, just listen to it. I don't want to cause anybody's vision problems or any type of, dizziness or anything like that. So again, just listen to it and don't watch it. Thank you for listening. Hello, and welcome back to the Lounge with Annette, where you might see a little bit of this or a little bit of that. How you doing? Sorry for the lighting. I am in my craft room, so it's a little dark or whatnot or whatever. But welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a whip and chat for Diamond Paintings with Jack Hello Kitty event. And I don't really have much to talk about on a whip and chat, so I found some questions on Pinterest that I'm going to ask while I diamond paint, and that's how I'm going to do my whip and chats. So let's see what I have. I have my snack, which is some chicken fingers. This tray is from DP Gal Creation off of Etsy. This is from an Etsy shop. That's one of my trays as well. And let's see. I got, let me see. Okay. And, tweezers from Diamond Art Club. I got a pair of scissors. I got this beautiful tray. I don't know. Did I unbox this? I don't think I unboxed this tray. But this tray came from Bring the Happy Designs, also on Etsy. This pen is from my Etsy shop. I don't remember where. I am working with some putty that was given to me in my pens. This cover minder came from Diamond Art Club. And the canvas come from Michaels, but it is the brand Make Market. And this is a Jaguar that I'm working on. So that's all the things that I'm working with. So let's get to some questions. Okay, let me just find what I did with my questions. Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 questions. And it is 200, well, get to know someone questions. Okay, so let me just peel this back. I already have my symbol waiting for me. Oh, and I have glue dots in a single placer. Okay, so the first question is, what is the first thing you notice on a stranger? The first thing I notice on a stranger is their eyes. I actually like eye contact. So if a person have a difficult time providing eye contact with me, I know it's some people's is a nervous tick for them. They don't particularly like looking in the eyes, but for me, I don't want to say judge a person, but I take that into consideration of a person's character. That's a good way of saying it. So it's the eyes. And why the eyes? Because I just feel like you can see somebody and their truth if, they looking at you in the eye. Or they're engaging and things like that. So that's why I like to look at the eyes. Okay, second question is, do you believe people can change? Oh, I am a testimony. So my answer to that question is yes. And my testimony is I used to be a very um, angry kind of person. Like, I never gave people chances. I always assumed that everybody was, out to get me or try to do bad things to me. But I also understood that that was my upbringing and the traumas of growing up and things like that. But yeah, I was very, I had a bad attitude, and when it came to that, and then I was also promiscuous, and I didn't care about anybody's feelings at all. I was just like, oh well, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to get, and I just was like, boom. And then I had the reputation of not as out there because I was very picky. Even though I was promiscuous, I was picky. But I had people saw me as a person who would never amount to anything. And I was always the type, oh, I can always show you better than I can ever tell you kind of person. So when I had my daughters, that's what changed me. Yeah, that changed me a lot. So my person, the way I thought about things and how I behaved changed me. So yes, I do believe a person can change as long as they want to. And they got to put in the work to do it. The next question is, what is a deal breaker in your relationships, friendships, and romantic? Okay, I'm gonna start with friendships. Um, a deal breaker in friendships is that you turn on me real easy, or if I have your back about something, I don't necessarily expect you to have my back on the next thing that's dealing, but I don't expect you to leave me hanging at all. Like, either you could talk me out, try to talk me out of it, or be supportive. So, and I don't want the deal breaker in friendships is always trying to change me to reflect how they are. I'm an individual, you're an individual. So that's what I expect to be an individual. Deal breaker in relationships now is disrespect. If you disrespect me and I didn't cause you to be disrespectful, I know people might that's a controversy kind of explanation, but um, there are situations where people lose their cool and can cause someone to be disrespectful to them. But if there's no need for you disrespecting me, then yeah, no, that's a deal breaker now. But in my past, I did put up with a lot of disrespect from the relationships I was in, but not today. Nobody, and either I'm gonna give it back to you or we through. Okay. All right. So this video is not gonna be long. I just wanted to support Jack in the Dot Along, or is it called Dot Along? It might not be called Dot Along, but I wanted to support Diamond Painting Jack, so I'm doing a video to support her. Okay. What is the biggest lesson you've learned in your life so far? Whoa, the biggest lesson I learned in my life so far is that people are fickle. Like, it's really hard to trust people because they are some people are strange. Some people have vendettas. Some people are just out to get what they can from you. And I used to trust easy, and I used to assume everybody was a friend that said that they was my friend. But no, not anymore. So my big life lesson is to be very cautious with myself and my time, my peace, and my heart, my mind. So that's the biggest lesson I've learned in my life, is to be very cautious. I know people would say you can't go through life being cautious. That's for them. For me, I'm going to be cautious. Okay. You have a you have a crush on someone. Do you tell them or wait for them to come to you? Um, well, I was a go-getter. Whenever I saw somebody I liked, I told them. So my answer to that would be I would tell them. Like if I like you, I'm gonna say, hey, I like you. I always believe in nothing beats a fail but a try. So if they shot me down, my feelings wouldn't be hurt. I would just be like, okay, well, they don't like me like I like them. Time to move on. No feelings hurt here. So yeah, I'm telling you because you never know. You never know if you don't tell them. Okay. Do you believe in marriage? Yes, I do believe in marriage. Oh wait, my food getting cold. Let me get a munch on. Hmm. Mm 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 mm. Mm 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 mm. Okay. Yes, I do believe in marriage because I just love the union. I mean, I haven't seen too many people stay married long, but that never deterred me from wanting to have a mate, a companionship that's supposedly till death do you part. And in other, situations never deterred me from that. So my answer to that is yes, I believe in marriage. I believe that somebody should have there should be someone for everyone to enjoy life with. Okay. What do you do if you feel your needs aren't being met? Talk about it. Like, how you gonna expect your needs to get met if you don't talk about it? Um, Now, if your needs is not being met after you talk about it, then you have options. That person ain't for you. Why stay with somebody where your needs are not being met? It doesn't make sense. Um, but there's people out there that do it, that go through life being unsatisfied in a relationship. Either they cheat or they just remain unsatisfied. I myself, I'm going to talk to you. If you don't put forth effort, I'm going to have a conversation that we through, no matter how much we've been through, how long we've been together. I just refuse to go through life with a person that's not considering my feelings at all. Now, I changed. I used to put up with it, but not anymore. Okay. You and your best friends, you and your best friend have a crush on the same person. How do you handle this? Well, luckily, me and my friends um, in the past like different types of men. I like gentlemen. I like men that dress up, um, know how to wear a belt. The pants are not sagging. I like a man that's in a suit, that's, presentable. He don't have to be in a suit all the time, but whenever he's dressed, he's dressed. I like men that smell good. I like men who worked. Not saying that, my friends who were attracted to um, street guys or thugs or stuff like that. Oh, I like clean cut and a good smelling man too. Not saying that those type of guys was, not like the guys I like, but it was appearance for me. I just didn't like a street guy, and street guys weren't attracted to me, so we were good. So we never had that issue. Okay, so if you have a problem, do you fix it yourself or ask for help? I can do both, honestly, depending on what the problem is. I can do both. Like if it's something minor, like fix a faucet or um, something that happened to a wall, paint over it, stuff like that. I'm also eager to learn. So I can fix it as long as I learn it. But if it's too much, no ma'am, I will ask for help. Like, if, especially with car issues, I'll ask for that. House issues, there are some things I'll ask for help with too. But most of the time, I will try to learn it myself. But nope, I am not too proud to ask for help. I know my limits. I know that I need strength behind certain things, and I know things don't need strength behind them. Okay. When you are venting to someone, do you want their advice or for them to just listen? I want their advice because I always start off with if I have to vent, which I haven't done in a while, that needed, somebody's attention or advice. I always start off with, I need your advice. Sometimes I ask for it before I react, or sometimes I ask for it after I react. And if they be like, "Ooh, girl, you reacted too strongly to that. You might want to, fix that." I'll go back and I'll fix it. I'll apologize for how I spoke, and that's not how my intentions was, because sometimes I can realize that I might have said something a little too harsh, but I meant what I said. But it didn't necessarily need that extra spice to it. So yeah, I would go and apologize, but I always ask for advice. I always vent for advice, not to just hear, not to just listen. Okay. If you could be voted the most blank as an adult, what would you be voted for? Think high school yearbook. I can't think high school yearbook because I was a quiet, like, to myself in high school. People barely knew me. If they knew me, it was through running track or something like that, but they barely knew me. I never participated in anything. So my high school years went past quite quick. Um, but I guess they would vote me as the most surprising, I guess. Yeah, I can't come up with nothing because, yeah. Um, of all the people you've ever loved are in one room, who do you run to? Who runs to you? My daughters will run to me and I will run to them because they are my first love. Those are the ones who I love up front first before anything, even sometimes before myself, but not all the time. I love myself sometimes before I love my daughters because they are women now. They are in their late 20s, early 30s. So, they living their life, I'm living mine. But when they were younger, it was them. So it would be my children. Yeah, that's that. Okay, last question. Would you rather be called vain or insecure? I'd rather be called vain because there's no insecurity in my body. It used to be, let me correct myself, it used to be. I used to be hung up on my forehead, and I used to be hung up on, like, my lips because I thought that they were small. And it looked like I didn't have any teeth. And honestly, those are the only two things I used to be hung up on. It wasn't body. I didn't have a problem with my body. It was just my forehead and my lips. And to be where I am now, loving myself with everything that I have, is just I'd rather be vain because I'm not insecure no more. Yep, and no one could ever make me feel like that. Even back then, I used to be like, "Yep, I got a big forehead," but it if somebody teased me about it, I just would be like, "Yep, I got a big forehead," but then in behind closed doors or in my room, I'd be like, Why would they keep talking about my daggone forehead? Like, dang, I know I got a big forehead. Dang, why they gotta keep pointing it out? Oh, and they used to also point out that my hair was short, even though my hair was to my shoulder. They used to think that that was short because everybody hair was down their back. Crazy, you know, kids are crazy. They like pick at the craziest things. But yeah, nope. I would rather be considered vain and wouldn't care either. Okay, well, I almost made it to finishing out this letter, but as you can see, either my glue dot is bad or the adhesive is, too rough. I mean, too much for my glue dot. So I'm gonna have to probably change the glue dot. So, yeah. So that's the end of the questions. I don't have any more questions to answer. And let me just double check to see if they are live because Jack is going to be going. I think it's today that she's going to be going live with oh my gosh, what is his name? I can't remember his channel. Let me go and check it out because I can't remember. Real Men Diamond Paint 2. Is that his name? Let me see. I think it's Real Men Diamond Paint. Him and Jack are going to be going along, doing a live. Ooh, excuse me. It's called Real Men Craft 2. Him and Jack is going to be doing a live to talk about the Hello Kitty event and do a dot along and things like that. So y'all go to Diamond Painting with Jack's channel. Support her if you're not already subscribed. And Real Men Craft 2. Go to his channel and subscribe. I'll try to put both of their channels in the description below. And until next time, I shall see you later. I'm getting ready to jump down on my, oops, sorry, kick my thing. Jump down on my snap. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.